We're talking to Dr. Leonard Madu, and the issue is democracy in Nigeria. And of course, Dr. Madu, we promised that we'd give you an opportunity to speak to the issue of the upcoming election in Nigeria and some of the problems that are generally associated with that. And let's have you to do that now.
Well, like I stated initially, the president hasn't said he's running, and he hasn't said he's not running. But some members of the Nigerian Senate are trying to amend the constitution to allow the president to stay in power for under 4 years. And of course, what does that do? The governors themselves in all the 36 states will also extend their mandate for under 4 years. As the situation stands now, majority of Nigerians are against this, this 4-year term extension, both for the president and the governor.
As well as the governor.
As well as the governors. Most Nigerians really think the governors themselves want to extend their own tenure so they can use that opportunity to cover their tracks for some, of the corrupt and criminal activities a lot of them have been engaged in which Mr. Obasanjo himself have been trying to stamp out, So that's very cynical. Nigerians are tired at the moment, of having political opportunists who do not have their interests in mind, trying to extend their terms in order, to stifle the people's democratic aspirations. You have about 3 major political parties in the country now. You have the PDP, the ANPP, and the APGA, who are the 3 predominant parties, each of them representing one or, part of the country or the other. The APGA is predominant in the east, the ANPP is predominant in the north, the PDP is supposed to be a national party, but it's a party that is riddled with corruption. So many of its leaders, have been removed from their jobs in the past few months. Some have ended up in prison. One of the governors was arrested in London in September. They found $1 million in his bedroom, $2 million, $2.5 million gold ring, $10 million in the bank in London, and half of his people can't even feed themselves, can't even go to school, don't have drinking water, don't have electricity, and somebody's gallivanting around the world, with stolen loot.
And so you think that this is general, that many of the governors are involved in that kind of activity as well as the president?
Absolutely. That's what President Obasanjo is trying to stamp out, but it's very difficult. It's been entrenched for long. Yes, most of the governors, at least half of the governors, are involved in some of these activities of plundering, the wealth of their different states. Some of them who came in with nothing, overnight in 4 years, they are millionaires, multi-millionaires, have houses all over the world, including the United States, and people are wondering, how can you be so rich overnight when you didn't have anything when you get in there? And that's been the problem. Most of them have refused to declare their assets. Something as simple as that, they won't do that.
They don't want to say how much they are worth or how much they...
Absolutely. Nigerians have been asking them, from the president to all the governors, to declare your assets so we know what you came in with and what you're living with. None of them will want to do that. You have governors still running their businesses while they're governors. Yes.
Well, now, this is Nigeria, Dr. Madu, as you well know, is not a poor state in terms of resources. Because
Absolutely
Nigeria,
not.
I understand that this is the 2nd largest oil situation as far as the United States is concerned. That they've got a lot of oil there and a lot of other things. And so when we talk about pillaging the state, we're talking about folks who, as you